You ever start a job? It's a 5-minute job. And the reason you started the 5-minute job was because it could turn into an all-day ordeal later on if you don't do it. Well, this is one of these 5-minute jobs that's turned into a hour, maybe? Half hour, 45 minutes, right?
It's not an hour yet.
45 minutes though, maybe? I know the other night I had problems with the baler, and Grant was cleaning up around this place because, he's a good shop monkey. I got to be careful with my language now,
Yeah.
It's like, you're racist. Yeah. You know what? I married an Asian to fuel my sadistic
Is that why you marry Asian?
Yeah, I married an Asian because I'm sadistic and I wanted to, share my insanity with you, my racism. That's sadistic, narcissistic, racist. That's right, a narcissistic racist. I think that's the term I'm looking for. So anyway, this thing right here, we broke it the other day.
You broke it the other day.
Were you there with me?
Yes.
Okay, so you're involved.
Okay.
We broke it. We did.
Yeah, but I'm not the
Well,
driving
if I was
it.
really a narcissistic
You were
race-
driving it, right?
Yeah, well, you were with me, and you're Asian, so it's your fault.
Not really, because the one that's driving the machine when it was
No, I'm
broke.
pretty sure
It's the one that
I'm pretty
actually
sure it's your
broke
fault.
it.
No, it's your fault because you're Asian. Is that a truck full of?
Is that the wheat driver? Oh, I told you I should start getting.
Potato.
Uh-oh, what the hell did he do?
What do you mean? What the hell did he
Oh
do?
my God, he broke a window.
Window.
Door. He broke his door. What happened?
Door latch unlatched on me going past the school and it blew up.
Oh my God.
All right, it's raining outside, so we're inside today, doing some repairs, kind of repairs or modifications. We'll fix that too.
That's just a missing bolt.
It is just a missing bolt, but I think we're gonna have to figure something else out. Here's that. You got nuts and stuff?
No, I'm gonna grab.
Oh, you mean you came all the way up here and you didn't grab them? Yeah. All right. So this is the bottom of the bubble up auger. We've drilled holes in it. This one here, it had this. I don't know why they did that, but this one here was up high. This one here is there, and they had some kind of weird piece of aluminum on there, which is right here. We took it off. You can probably see the wear. It's aluminum diamond plate, and they had this thing, this piece of steel here, very light, thin metal, and that was holding it on, and it didn't hold it on very good because I think that's actually, no, that's steel. Didn't hold it on very good because they had to drill 2 holes in it with self-tapping screws, self-drilling screws. Well, that was unacceptable to me, so what I did was I had Grant cut that piece of flat steel, which is heavier, and a couple of holes that are 1/4 inch, 2 1/4-inch bolts, and there you go. He puts it in. Life is good. There was actually bowing that elevator, the bubble up tube. It was bowing it out, and I looked it up online how much that thing is. Brand new, aftermarket from Worthington Ag Parts, which I'm quite surprised there's that much aftermarket stuff for this combine already. But it's the same as a case. It is a case number in New Holland, and they wanted over $2 grand, like $2,100 for that little piece that's there. not the thing that we made, but the tube itself. So I was thinking about just putting a regular little tiny piece of tin in there, but that would be stupid. And I'm hoping that it doesn't rut. I mean, they wanted over $2,000, like 2,100 bucks for that little piece that's there. So, all good, ladies and gentlemen, all good. This is an IntelliView 4 monitor. So here we go. Memory device not detected. I did put the GPS unit in there. It will detect that. I don't know, that head is heavy. It is settling. No, it's not settling. You know, this weather is starting to get depressing. I just came in from delivering William to his school. Give me a second here. No, he's not here, dog. Oh. Pepper and William. They're just lovely friends, Pepper and William. And it's just drizzling right now. Looks like Timothy just left. Not like he would get up at like 4:30 in the morning to take a load of hay. And I just cracked myself in the nuts. Oh, that was painful. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk out here. We just had 3 inches and 3 7/10 inches. 3 inches, 7/10 of rain. And it's drizzling now. This will amount to 1/2 of a tenth, so just close to 4 inches of rain from that hurricane. Oh no, you're only going to get 1/2 inch to an inch. Oh no, it's only going to rain for a day and a half. Oh, this isn't going to happen. You know, this isn't going to happen. You're going to have these problems. So anyways, whatever. That's enough of me bitching about the weather. It's a typical thing for farmers to do, is bitch about the weather, right? Anyway, you can see the deer have nipped on this here. I just wanted to walk out here and see how these are filling in. These were planted on the 15th of July. The stuff that was planted on the 8th of July, much farther along. Much farther along. 3 and 4 bean pods though. I have not come across the 5 beaner, but they're getting fat. 4 inches of rain, that's definitely going to fill these pods really nicely. Could use a few 75-80 degree days from here on. Yes, I am going to be buying a grain platform for the CR. It'll cost me about $4,000 to fix up the head that I have for the TR, and I mean, I could do it for about $1,500, get that head functioning enough to do this job. But in order to do it correctly, I would want to put new knives on, you know, new sickle section or knife sections on that cutter bar. So basically completely redo the cutter bar right to left. But I think I'll let that up to the next guy. I'll sell it cheap enough that they can do that, and probably have a combine that'll last 10 years without any issues in my TR96. It's a good combine. It just isn't gonna do what I need it to do for the amount that we got to do. So, all right, so this is the steering unit, correct?
Yes.
Why are these tails on there? We got to get rid of them. All right, so we're trying to make sure that this thing does its steering and everything, right? This is your whiskers sensors to steer this thing. And what's broke off then? The sensor itself is busted off, right?
Yeah.
Is it broke off, or is it just kind of?
Looks like it got pulled down at some point.
Yeah, I'd say so. How much is that thing? What are you doing, Grumpy? For that sensor, it's $2,212 for that fucking thing. For this.
Get the heck out of here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that whisker.
That whisker is $2,212. So, where's the actual plug though?
I think it's a whole freaking cable.
You think it's a whole cable? No,
No.
can't be. That
Maybe it just unscrews.
I don't know. If it
Taking
does,
the boy home.
you are why?
Like, well, he woke up and cranky as hell.
Well, let him run around here for a little.
No, he went back to sleep.
Oh, then he's not. Did it turn?
It must be, but it's kind of stuck on there.
All right. I'll bet it does. I bet it comes off like that. But somebody's put some like amazing goo in there because it did get snapped off. But there is a piece of sensor. Where's the sensor itself? It's this one. It's $1,180.
Yeah.
And that is the whisker, right? No.
This is another whisker, and it's damn near $2,600.
Well, you got a right and a left. You got to have twice. You got to add more money to it. You know what? I can do a lot of steering. I can do a lot of steering for that. It says that there's something disconnected.
Well, this one's intact, so it's got to be that one.
Yeah, I would imagine. Would be the right-hand side one.
So it would probably be this whole freaking unit.
Well, you can take the whisker off this part, because that thing just kind of rides on there, and then, man, I don't know.
Yeah, it's all one piece.
It is all one piece.
Well, you only need the wire.
Well, I don't need the, well, the wire, if the wire is bad, will it come off of there?
Yeah, you get like that.
I don't know. I don't see that there's a wire with it, so that must come unscrewed. So anyways, what I'm learning about this thing is they're very durable, but when they break, they're very expensive. I mean, holy moly. There ain't nothing on this thing. It's under $100. Even that idler sprocket there, over $100, like $150. You can buy the replacement bearing for it, but I don't trust that. I think that it's, you ain't gonna get that apart, are you? Oh, you want to pop off the plate. What was that guy's name from Jurassic Park? Samuel L. Jackson. He's like, hold on to your butts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, hold on to your butts. And he smoked a cigarette, the character did. I don't know if Samuel L. Jackson smokes, but I can imagine. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the plug. It's got 3 wires to it. I mean, it could very well be that it wasn't plugged in correctly. 3 wires.
That's on the same as on the case.
Yeah. Yeah, so if we glue that thing back together, I don't think there's any problems with it. Oh, don't do that.
That would be the issue.
You think?
Yeah.
What do you think the issue is? Go ahead, Tim. It's only $4,392 million. I'll bet it's snapped.
It is. There's a wire there. Copper wire.
Alright. Great. Let me get my old man glasses on. You know, old man glasses, because I'm fucking blind. Yeah, I used to have such awesome eyes. And I hit 50. And it's like, huh? Yeah. Oh, I can see again.
Is it?
Yeah, I see it. Is it just a bare wire or is it burned off? No, it's just a bare wire. But that little gizmo there is what's off, right? Oh, look at that. That's got that little thing on it. Yeah, so that's broke out. Damn it. Well, it's just a wire.
It could be grounding out.
Well, let's say we, yeah, we need to find the wire. X983 maybe. Type it into the, you ain't gonna get that. Oh. Right there. X983. New Holland skid steer loader. No. Nope, that's not it. Well, let's see if it's in the no, X470. No, that's just, I don't know what the hell that is. They're not putting a thing on there. Now go back to here. It might be in there. Is that a plastic whisker? These are metal.
No, they're metal.
Yeah, alright. See if they got the wire. The wire for it. The harness. Is there a harness there?
No.
Next page. Oh, you dirty dog. Alright, go back. One more. Ah! There it is. Number 1. Harness, wire. $311! It's $311.
Nope, hold on, 130.
It's just all BS.
How do you fold this down?
What?
How do you fold this down?
You climb up in the cab, and it's the lower. Here, go ahead. We'll get up there. I'm gonna talk about this thing a little bit more as we go. There, that's it. Other way. So yeah. Everything with this harvesting equipment is so incredibly expensive. Now you don't have to drop it down, dude. I think it should go up and down faster. I think the filters are plugged. I really do. I think the filters are plugged. You can shut it off. So, I do need to get these. I need to get these on the list. There are these splines that attach to the final drives, from the final drives transmission. Not really a big deal, right? So you would think not really a big deal. But it is a big deal when people don't grease the splines. They don't grease them. Well, why wouldn't they grease them, you might ask? Because they don't want to. They might have to get underneath it and get dirty, and that's, you know, like blasphemy. You can't do that. So each one of these things has worn in a way that it kind of goes clunk clunk when you drive it. Which, to me, I hate that. I just absolutely hate it. Some people may not mind it, but I dislike it strongly. So what I'm doing is I'm going to pull these couplers, 1, 2, which will drop this shaft. This shaft is $1,700. Shaft on the other side is $1,300. Well, close to $1,800, close to $1,400. I'm not buying new shafts, but what I am going to do is show you how to fix this thing and never worry about it ever again. And if you do worry about it again, it's not really that big of a deal because you're going to be heating it up anyway. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to fix this and never have to worry about it ever again. Each one of these couplers is like $160 a piece. 160, 160. I could replace the whole thing. The couplers, so we've got $150, $300, $700 worth of couplers in there because they're, I think they're $700, whatever. I just did the math on them. But I'm going to take them apart, pull the shafts off, clean them up, put them all back together again, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that without spending any more than $35. I don't think it'll be 40 bucks, but $35 to completely fix it and never worry about them ever again. So here we go. $1,700 worth of shit there. Oh, come on. Yeah. 'Tis ridiculous. Well, I got them both. I'll take all 4 of them out. All right, go ahead, pull it out of here. So that's part of it. I'm going to get the other side, and then I'll show you what we're going to do to fix it. Now, the thing that makes me nervous about these things is when... We'll put on the table's fine. Is what'll happen is if those splines strip out on those couplers, the combine will freewheel and run away with you. And there ain't nothing you can do but steer it. Going down a road or something like that, and there is quite a bit of play in there. But we will make that solid again and never have to grease it ever again either. So that'll work. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Hopefully that's a permanent fix. If not, I fuck everything up and have to heat it up and pry it out of there and do it all over again, which... Alright, so you can see that the splines are not really terrible on this one. Or this one. This one's not terrible. But you get over to this guy, that thing's almost like a West Virginia freaking coupler. It ain't got no teeth. Not to say that all West Virginians don't have teeth, but that was a joke my Uncle Paul used to say. He says, this is a West Virginia hay rake. And I didn't understand what he was talking about until, yeah, he explained it to me. But you know, I never really noticed if anybody from West Virginia had or didn't have teeth, but I thought it was funny, so that's why I say that. So we got Grant over there. We're cleaning the splines up. You can see the splines on this one. Kind of got that little J hook. If you have a combine, whether it's yellow, green, silver, or another color green, get under there and grease these couplers, you dumb motherfuckers. If you ain't greased them things, you need your damn head examined. This will kill you. So, and I will have it fixed up in a way just like that. JB Weld. JB Weld. I'm sure there's a few people that are thinking, oh no, he's not. Oh yes, he is. Yes, I am. Oh yeah, no, this is something you wouldn't do?
Well, no, I'd probably do it too.
Yeah, it's just, okay. So,
It's your idea.
this, well yeah, I know how to fix shit. $1,700 for this shaft. With I just saw it, $1,000 for that shaft. You want like $1,100 for that one. $1,000 or $159 for these. Apparently, there's different types, but there's not. They're all identical. It doesn't matter, they all fit it, right? But you can see, and this is, see that? When that goes back and forth, it slams. You can feel it up in the cab, you can hear it, it's just not a good deal. So we're gonna clean these up really, really good. I'm gonna mix me up some JB Weld there. I'm gonna put it in this grease gun, and we're gonna grease it. When we're done, this will be no good. Unfortunately, it'll be no good. And I'll show you how to do it in a manner that you actually get even pressure all the way around. You can't have grease in it because that'll just impede what you're trying to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an O-ring and put it on the outer side of that shaft. Slide that thing on so that it's got something to hold the JB Weld in place after I put it in so it doesn't ooze out. And yeah, we got plenty of it. I've actually got 3 of these, only 2. I think I'll be all right with just those 2. There is a cavity that it's going to have to fill, and then I want it oozing out between the splines on both sides. And the best way to do that, obviously, is with a grease gun. You just got to make sure that your end ones are your end ones. This one doesn't even have, oh, that grease zerk broke off, so that's why they didn't grease that one. They're like, oh, it broke off? Fuck it, we're never going to grease it. So JB Weld does have an incredible amount of pressure, strength, tensile strength, 5,000 psi. So it will definitely work. I've used this in many different places with higher torque ratios than what this thing's got onto it. So we'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, what have I lost? Absolutely nothing, because I'll have to do exactly the same thing to it. New couplers, new shafts, and that's that. All right, let me shut up and get to work. All right, so good old-fashioned JB Weld, you know, the original cold weld formula. You can put that in there. Set time 4 to 6 hours. Cures in 15 to 24. Cures to dark gray. That's the color of it. 5,020 psi. That is some serious strength. That's some serious strength, actually. Now I've done this before on the what do you call the chrome baler, the Packer bars. They have a splined shaft on them, and I've welded them or glued them things fast before. But right there, you just put it in a little grease gun. Put it in a little grease gun. Use the existing grease zerks. Look, she's about to drip out. And there it went. put it in there and fill that whole cavity up, the splines. Now, it only takes a couple 100 degrees to get that to release. So if you do have a failure, if this doesn't work as good, or if you have a failure in your final drive, or even the transmission, you're not losing anything. What's that?
This grease gun is not going to come apart or come off.
Is it full?
No.
Oh.
It needs more. And yeah.
Oh, you're having problems.
Yeah.
So anyways, we put it in the little grease gun. Now the grease gun is starting to fail, if I've got that right.
Yes.
Grease gun's starting to fail. Obviously, we expect that because we're just going to throw it away when we're done.
Oh, there one.
Oh, he got it. You got it off?
Oh, not the gun off. We're going to need pliers for that.
Really?
Yes. Well, it's too slippery to unscrew the thing
Oh.
because it's too
You're-
good of a grease holder.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
There you
you got it apart then? Oh, you need more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get to more stuff and we'll fill it up. Come on out. Let me get my gloves on because I don't like this shit on your hands. It just doesn't ever come off. So get your bitch mittens. Right, now what do you call these things? Bitch mittens? Get your bitch mittens. And we will, I'm just gonna set you up here. So that'll fill in those, that'll fill in those splines and weld up really good and hard. And then after it's done being welded up, you're gonna change those gloves because you ain't, oh my God. You're getting it all over your hands.
go.
Look at this fucking mess. Holy shit. Oh. Is it getting stiff? Oh,
Yeah.
it blew through. Okay, so he's blown the O-ring. I didn't think that he had used that much. So, the reason I'm doing this instead of actually changing the splines, the spline shafts and the spline couplers, is pretty simple. Money. A lot of fucking money. And I'm not joking. When I say a lot of money, I'm not kidding you. It's a lot of money. Those shafts are, the shafts themselves, one is 17, the other one's 11. The couplers are 160 bucks a piece. And by the time you're done, what have you got? You know, brand new parts, or you do this. Now you can run like this until you have another failure of sorts, which could be a long time from now, or it could be next week, we don't know. But I haven't lost anything but $40 in $13 at horrible freight for the gun, and about 20 bucks a tube for the JB Weld, if I got that right. And I got that at Crafter Supply. Ooh, what's that smell? Orange?
Tub of towel.
Oh, tub of towels. Did that
Took
take
that
it off?
right off. Yeah.
Did it really? Mm-hmm. That's some amazing shit. So anyways, if we do have a failure, it's not going to be a big deal because we're just going to torch it off of there anyway and put all new parts. But I'm doing it on the cheap, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are okay with doing things on the cheap. We're always looking for things to do on the cheap because they can't afford the 1, 2, 3, say $3,500 minimum to change these shafts out by the time you get the clips and everything else. So yeah, I think we're full.
I think so.
There's a bubble of air there.
Pop that.
I don't want a bubble of air. There it goes. There it is. Hold on.